are safe.
The next Titan Nigeria Season 9, The Game Changer.
The next Titan Nigeria Season 9 is brought to you by headline sponsors Luno, in association with platinum sponsors Heritage Bank and Tingo Mobile. Previously on the next Titan Nigeria, The Game Changer Season 9.
Ola, you are safe. Samuel, you are evicted. Ronald, you are evicted. The winning team is the Surge Me. Cinema outing for you.
For every good deed, there is a reward, as the Surge Media team found themselves having a blast of their lives in the cinema as their reward from the board for winning the Luno task.
I love you. This is what it means to be the
But I really enjoyed myself today. It was cool. We had a VIP treatment, VIP all the way.
I'm so excited. I'm super excited to see my teammates having the best time of their life. I'm not even going to lie. As a team lead, during the past task, I saw how hard these people worked. They really, really worked hard. Like, I'm not even going to lie. We deserve this. We really worked hard. And then seeing them now having the best time of their life, seeing them enjoying the reward, that was super amazing for me.
The day opened with the selection of the new house captain. The atmosphere in the house is fast becoming hot and intensified as contestants are beginning to realize that the game is only for the feet.
I've been given the power to nominate a guy and a lady that we're all going to vote to be the house captain. Then on the guy's side, I'm thinking sugar daddy.
Me, why do we refer to him as sugar daddy? I think he's everybody's daddy. First of all, he's big, so he has the sugar daddy vibes.
Yes, he's the sugar daddy because he takes care of every other person. Remy doesn't play with his stomach, and yes, as he's sorting himself out, he's sorting every other person.
I've been able to try to share equal love to everybody.
I think it's very inappropriate to refer to anyone in a professional setting as sugar daddy, and I'm disappointed with everyone who uses the term.
Tayo has value, but he also has this. So when I started reducing my list, and I realized that the lists are just the best way to go. Not like I'm being picky ladies first or anything. Okay, so we have 11 votes for Linda and 2 votes for MM. So we have a winner already. First lady, please.
The good thing about being the house captain is that everybody likes me, kind of. Okay, I don't know, but they show me that they like me.
previous house captains, they've set a standard, and I hope to follow that standard. So thank you so much, and I promise food every day. Don't worry.
Furthermore, she called on the contestants who are on probation to solicit votes on why they should be saved.
3 people to save. Chioma.
Please, vote right. Thank you so much.
Israel.
While I would like to continue the experience, I just like you to just vote with your heart. Whoever wins is winning for Africa and for Nigeria. Thank you.
And Zina.
If you think you still have a reason for me to be around you, then you can vote for me. And I'm sure we're all in good places with everybody, but you have to do what you have to do. So it's all right, whatever you choose. And I swear I don't have anybody in mind, and I'm okay with whatever you do. Thank you very much.
Selling and Churchill.
I am soliciting for your vote to please kindly vote for me to stay in the house because I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn, and I also have a lot to give.
Please keep me in the house. Thank you.
They're there because they didn't work hard enough. Not because they weren't smart enough, not because they weren't friendly enough, but other people outworked them, that's all.
And now, the contestants have voted for their favorite contestant who should remain in the house. And can you take a wild guess on who will be the lucky contestant? Is it going to be Celine, or Churchill, or Chioma, or Israel, or Zinat? Stay tuned to find out in the boardroom session when the judges call for the voting video.
Hi, guys.
There is a new sheriff in town as Linda opens up her leadership campaign by helping to divide the house into a group of 2 teams as opposed to the usual way of getting a task and then grouping them into teams afterwards. The process was done by casting a die as members on the probation team were allowed to open the selection process until the last man standing.
When we were asked to pick people wanted to work with on this task because we're splitting into 2 during the probation, so we have to pick people. When I picked the first person and the person picked the next person, I was seeing victory coming right from the selection process. So I am quite confident of our victory come Sunday.
I was like, some of my friends are in the other team, but it's not about friendship, so I'm going to make do, you know. But it wasn't about making do, it's about making work.
When I was chosen,
and 2 votes for MS, so we have a winner already. First lady, please.
Conflicted as to how that would be, because it would mean that we need to first of all build that professional relationship and then now build like a working relationship so that we can work efficiently.
The presence of Stephanie was welcomed with faces beaming with smiles and a lot of expectations as they're all aware that her presence means the start of the real deal for the week. It was a blissful exchange of pleasantries between the host and the contestants as the newly elected house captain Linda welcomes her into the garden to receive the task on behalf of her colleagues.
So, have you already regrouped? Perfect. Right. This week's task objectives. The task is themed Becoming the Sales Titan. The objectives of the task is to test the selling skills of contestants. The task is to provide alternative saving platforms and an avenue to financially excluded people and the underbanked and the unbanked who may have resorted to the old and informal, inefficient thrift collection method to start saving for themselves. Okay, teams, are we clear? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, so can I have the house captain come and pick up the task? So are you the one that has
Without wasting time, the contestants swung into action with full force in readiness for the task of the day as they bid Stephanie goodbye.
Good luck. Bye.
Keaton led our group last week and she did a really amazing job. So naturally, we all wanted her to lead again because she, like I said, did a really amazing job.
How did I become the team lead? So I think because I've worked with them before, we've worked together, it was easier for them to trust me that I can do a very good job. So I think that was why I was elected as a team lead the second time.
Dario wanted to be team lead because he felt like he had the strategy to lead us. But then me, I was like, okay, I'm good at organizing, managing, like I love this is like what I love to do. So I suggested to the group that he is the head strategist while I'm the team lead. And every other person agreed. So that's how I came to be team lead of Apex Marketing.
The two groups went into action in order to meet up with the deadline for the boardroom session by having their first meeting where they selected their team leaders and hereafter their company name and tagline.
The first thing we need to do is to adopt a name. So I think we should come up with suggestions first. So what do you guys think? I will give the credit of the team name to Zina because she gave us the name. She was just like, how about real time? So we have a name now. That's beautiful. So we're doing real-time marketing, providing solutions.
Okay. NK said Apex, and everybody was like, that's nice. And then we started to add, we even said Apex Marketing Group, but we realized that, if you're doing CAC, there's a whole process of doing a group. So we just left it at Apex Marketing. I think even mentioned marketing. Then Eric mentioned the tagline.
Apex Marketing. The top is where it begins. Come on, that sounds like Shawarma.
As part of the plan to support both teams with their Heritage Bank task, they had a session on avoiding financial mistakes in business with representatives of Heritage Bank who had a session with them on how to deliver a top-notch marketing campaign and the available materials to assist with your plans and strategies.
You want to go there and you want to finalize and finish that sales up to the stage of registering on this Star 745 t-shirt and face cap that you guys are wearing. You want them to register there, so that is where it ends.
The real-time team had their first meeting inside the bus as they drew out plans on motion on how to execute their task.
48 hours of this task. We got to the bank to get clarification.
Okay, but you can't upload from the phone.
You can. Why not?
Okay, that's
You can, but you have to match the space. Yes. Maybe you have to of the head. Definitely everything will come out. The date of birth and everything of that person will come out. They will not ask you the introducer code and the RM code.
Right now, as well as Tertiary Show Market, we're also doing like our online sign-ups, which Dario has made very organized for us, So I'm really, really excited and I'm very proud of us so far. And I can't wait for us to.
The Apex marketing team was also on their toes as they deployed all the resources within their reach to effectively reach their set goals as far as the Heritage Bank task, as they set up their stands at Tejo Market in Lagos, where members of the teams are actively talking to prospective customers.
Want to do so that we can now split into pairs. We can pair up and go to people and tell them that, our stand is here, we're doing raffle draw to do whatever open an account. Just creating awareness until the DJ comes.
So maybe come and
I've worked with finance companies before so I understand the value of giving targets and how people, have to basically sign on people on board and whatnot. So when it came to sales, to actually talking to people, convincing people, I was doing a lot of that.
If there is anything I've learned so far is how to get used to every theme I find myself, because nobody is permanent in any group.
The atmosphere is green and lit with a lot of Heritage Bank umbrellas set up at the Balogun Market as the real-time marketing team set up for their campaign and canvassing of people to register for a new account with Heritage Bank.
I think I played the role of bringing in customers. I also made lots of cold calls for my team.
I think this task is for me is quite different from the rest because it requires a lot of grit, it requires a lot of strategic planning.
Yesterday we did a market stunt. Today we're going to be attending to our clients, the ones of the cold calls and random calls, and today is going to be, everywhere is going to be green and blue. They don't know, let's go! Apex Marketing! The top is where
Apex Marketing!
That's where it begins.
All right.
How are you doing today? Thank you. I'm in my team here, Apex Marketing, and then we have the task, Heritage Bank task, and we're trying to sign up, the HB Starter account. Oh, yeah. So right now we need the form. Connections. So I always leverage on my network when I have the opportunity to.
I was very happy being part of real-time marketing because all my folks are there, all my guys are there. We won last week, so we're still here.
Okay guys, so today we're traveling in Lagos and we've been able to secure a small space for our clients, handing out people, and we'll be making sure they get their debit card with no stress.
I think if we win, I won't be surprised. And if we do win, I think my hard work would have contributed significantly to the win of the team, along with the hard work of the other team members.
We are in Lagos State University. We're here for Heritage Bank. And we're trying to onboard students into having accounts with Heritage Bank.
We're not just doing this seminar just for the sake of registrations, but we're trying to impute value into the customers so that when they're living here 10 times better than when they came in. They can actually know how to utilize these accounts.
For me, I'm very sure because of the people I've worked with that we're going to win. One thing is we don't work hard. That's one thing I discovered. We actually work smart.
This is purely through cold calling. We had to call people randomly because that's what the tax told us to do. And today we've been able to achieve a lot, bringing these people here, them trusting us and coming through.
So far, so good. It's been amazing. And here, of course, we have onboarded a lot of people. I really think I've lost count of the numbers of people that we have onboarded.
We were able to do what we could, and I wish us the best of luck. And I know we're aiming to win this, so.
Trust us, we deliver.
I mean, what we did today, I'm proud of my team because it was more of smart work. To the judges, first off, I want to say, please, this was really tough for us and we tried our best. Please be nice to us. It wasn't easy. We've had a lot. Thank you.
Hello, board. This last task we did was not very easy. It was a very challenging one, but we scaled through, and I can't wait for you to see that through our report and presentation. Thank you very much.
All work and no play, they say, makes Jack a dull boy and Jane a dull girl, as the contestants, in a bid to ease their pressure and tension from preparing for their task, play the immunity game. The contestants played the game Scoop Water with Spoon, where each of them is expected to scoop water from a bowl within a distance into another bowl, and the contestant with the highest number of scoop and measurement after scooping is crowned the winner. And wearing a crown twice in a row was Ufot, who beat other contestants in the game with 7 complete scoops and was a deserving winner, as his colleagues attest his ferocious effort towards winning the game.
I really wanted to win it, but won it, and I'm happy for him because he fought for it, so I'm happy he won it.
I think that the winner of the immunity task deserved to win because I saw him dive like action film. Me, all my water I poured inside, it was just pouring away. I was running for nothing. So he deserved to win, 100%.
People going around now in the house calling me Mr. Immunity. And I think I could dig that name.
The fun continued as contestants went out for a hangout where they met with Mr. Shijibomi Ogundele, the CEO of Suji Motor Group.
We call him Nigeria's youngest billionaire. As of 2020, his business was worth $400 million. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Shijibomi Ogundele. Thank you. CEO Suji Motors. How you doing? Hi, please join us.
The day was full with lots of eating, drinking, games, and live music from Nurat, and it was such a beautiful evening for the contestants to unwind.
I don't worry, cause everything's gonna be alright. And people keep talking, and they can say what they like. But all I know is everything's gonna be alright. No one can get in the way of what I'm feeling. And no one can get in the way of what I feel. You can get in the way of what I feel. Thank you.
This is how the game goes. Are we paying attention? So I would give the first person this card in my hand. They would look at the word on the paper, memorize it. This next person would whisper the word on the paper again to the next person. And you're going to transfer that word round until it comes back to him, the first person. We will now ask him, she will tell us what she heard last, then we'll ask him, what was the first word you said? What did you hear? What did you hear?
Everything has scattered. Just forget about it. Nobody remembers it again. Everything has scattered.
Okay, what I heard was Fela, Amiko Bang, and Ake.
Alright, so what I heard and what I told him was Fela and Nicola Kuti and the Lobitos band in the 60s.
I told her Fela and Nicola Kuti and the Lobitos band in the 60s. And I emphasized and said three things. Fela and Nicola Kuti, Lobito bands, 60s.
When you plan, you have a checklist, you are able to know where you're going, you're able to know the type of people you need to carry you there. Immediately you know the type of people you need, you will be able to know the not the losers, but the talkatives. You'll be able to separate the talkative from the action plan, the action people. You have a clear idea that for me to achieve ₦1 billion, I need to start from 100 million. For me to achieve 100 million, I need 10. For me to achieve 10, I need 1. You don't focus on 1 billion, you focus on 1. You achieve 1, you focus on 10, and just like that. You know, all you just have to do is keep pushing. We have access to, we have been so frustrated to an extent. You talk about loan shark. I've taken a loan before for 300 million and we paid back 700 million in less than 18 months. Yes. It's passion that pushes there. Passion makes you don't look at your bill of quantity or what are you making. And you know, and it is passion that separates you from building a business or building a brand. We are not building a business. We are building a brand. And in the cost of building a brand, we have to understand that capital is expensive where it is not available. So we are willing to make sacrifices, to make losses, because we are building a brand. If you are building a brand like Walmart, and you know that what you want to do is this, you have to make those sacrifices. Wherever the capital is, access it. Most importantly, do not access it if you're not sure you will pay back. People must want to be with you, not because of the amount of money you pay them, but because of the vision and the passion they see in you, especially when it's a small company.
Okay, I want to say on behalf of myself and every other person, I want to say a very big thank you for hosting us today. We learned a lot of things from you. So we're so happy to have you. Thank you.
The Next Titan Nigeria Season 9 is brought to you by headline sponsor Luno, in association with platinum sponsors Heritage Bank and Tingo Mobile. The atmosphere is now full of gloom as the contestants who are on probation are packing their bags for what is likely going to be their last episode on the show.
Wish me well. Pray for me. Love you guys.
So, dear board, get ready for me. I'm coming.
I'll come back and out of that boardroom.
Guys, look out for me because I am coming back to this house.
Bye.
So guys, this is not goodbye. We'll be back to the house. Just going to show the board what we're made of. So watch out.
My name is Stephanie Coker, and I welcome you yet again to another game-changing Boardroom O'Clock in readiness for the boardroom battle of supremacy. When we get back, our board members will be seated for the boardroom session. So, Mr. Chris Parks, would you say we are on the right track with our Titans for the season?
Yes, I think you are. We have an interesting group and you seem to be moving in the right direction, which is exciting.
Oh, excellent. Okay, well, let's get on to the saved contestant from this week's Luno Voting Center. Can we please have the video up?
Okay, I'm feeling Chioma.
Celine.
Celine. Churchill.
I'm voting for Zina.
Zina.
The contestant saved from this week's Luno Voting Center by the other contestants is Chioma. Congratulations, Chioma.
Congratulations on behalf of the board. Well done.
Okay, well, it is time to get on to the reason why we're all here, which is the Heritage Bank marketing task. But before we do that, let's present to the board the winner of this week's immunity challenge, who happens to be last week's winner,
The chairman of the board, Chris Parks, called out the winner of the immunity game, Ufot, to pick between the sum of 200,000 naira or immunity. And he settled for the cash. Hence, he can be put up for possible eviction if his team loses the Heritage Bank task.
Don't forget my 20%.
Of course, sir.
The board chairman calls for Titans on probation to defend themselves. Here is what they have to say.
My coming to the next Titan is very strategic. I plead with the board to please give me a chance to remain in this academy, to learn from your wealth of experience, and to also utilize that knowledge I get from your wealth of experience to finesse what my business aims to achieve, which is to mitigate the effect of malnutrition in Nigeria and improve the quality of life through healthy food consumption. Thank you, board.
I plead with the board to please give me the opportunity to prove myself because my best is not yet seen. I received the most heart-wrenching news when I was in this competition that my mom was diagnosed cancer, but I stay strong and focused because I know I am here. I want to use this platform to send message to the people out there and tell them that they can take up any role they want to take up in film production. I'll just leave it at this. Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am.
I am here to build myself, grow my network, and access funds to scale my business to reach more African farmers. And I can guarantee you that by the end of these 10 weeks, I would have become the embodiment of a Titan, strong in mind, strong in spirit, and strong in body, and also ready for the task ahead of me. Also, if you let me stay, the house will have one more person who takes out the garbage and ensures that the kitchen is clean at all times. Thank you.
Well, I would ask that you kindly please keep me here because a lot of people who leverage on my experience, my wealth of experience, also, they're looking up to me, and I'm asking that you please keep me in the house. Thank you.
Thank you. One of you is leaving. And I guess the question that you're asking is which one? Churchill, you are evicted. Zina, you stay. Please sit there. One of you is leaving tonight, and that person is... Celine. You are evicted.
That resilient spirit is what I've learned, and it's going to be put in my future endeavors. If you want to come to the next Titan Academy, come with your A game intact. So what I've actually done with my business is going to be metamorphosed into something huge that the world is not ready for.
I've learned a lot on the show. I've also learned integrity. I've also learned to leverage on other people's strength. I've learned a lot on the show, yeah. Trust me, we're coming out bigger, stronger, and better. Like the brand, Simapri to the world. That's what it is.
We come to the business of the day, in which case I'd like Apex to start, please. You will have 2 minutes. Wish you the best of luck.
During the course of our talks, we served the financially excluded adults who are unbanked, the Heritage HB Startup Account. We also carried out strategic marketing through campus tours by visiting universities like the Lagos State University. We also leveraged on our networks to put across calls to friends and relatives. We also put out cold calls as well. In the course of this task, we encountered many challenges, which includes, but are not limited to, downtime on the Heritage Bank site. However, we utilized physical forms and a resilient cloud-based web application accessible from any internet-enabled device, which cut the onboarding process time by 83%. That is, from a minimum of 12 minutes to an average of 2 minutes. Finally, at the end of this task, we onboarded over 350 new customers and provided business solutions to over 3 businesses. Thank you very much.
Thank you, well done. Okay, then we come to real time.
Now, what was unique about our deliberation and what made us stand out was the fact that we didn't just want to bring in people into the space. We just wanted to keep them as customers. We found women in Ajo that told us, especially Mama Hawab, she said, Ajo people don't show me shege. And that was the reason why she bought this idea and brought in some of her staff working with her on board to actually save with the HB Starter account. In conclusion, our team made sure that we worked professionally for the stipulated time given to us. And that was why after we had 500 interested people, we also brought in on board 107 people. But due to the challenges we had along the line, which was our limitation, we had to...
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. You've now heard each other.
And now it's time for the crossfire session, as both teams get the chance to drill their opponents based on their presentation.
So instead of expanding Heritage Bank reach, why still go to a space where they already knew, their marketers already knew?
The question he asked, you mentioned creativity. I don't think you know what creativity is.
Okay, we're not getting anywhere there. Can we have your second question?
Thank you very much for acknowledging our colossal numbers. Thank you very much. So our second question will be, what was the innovative thing you just did here? I saw papers, I saw forms, I saw waiting rooms. In my mind, I just think of a normal banking firm. And I don't know if that makes them Titans, because Titans, I believe, bedrock innovation is what they're looking for. So please, tell me where you were innovating.
Right. I can clearly remember on that brief, there were 3 pages on this brief and nothing like creativity was written on it. They solely told us to market and sell the HB Starter account. Because they were, no, hold on. So yes, fine, it was, and there were metrics to it. They don't just bring in people into the bank. So we had the 4P strategies we used. They needed people. We also, the P we actually had was for the price. The people we actually needed were on the banks and unbanked. Market people reach out to 5 businesses in the market that even onboarded their staff, start collecting salary from us. Is that not already creative? If we wanted to even talk about creativity, we went to computer village and the same thing as well.
There are 2 questions in one. Did you understand what Heritage Bank wanted? And if yes, wait, please, I'm not done. And if yes, can you please explain to me what they wanted? Because they gave us a matrix.
The most important thing was number of opened accounts. And she said it to us, go open accounts. So we opened accounts and you guys are talking about doing the bank's business.
Ladies, please now. I love the energy.
Well done to both of you. Both of you had sort of similar target markets, of course, with different markets and different sort of students. There was the 2 main parts. Now, Apex What attracted me to your presentation was identifying the market head in Tejo Osho, which made sense to me that you took that approach to meet a market head. And I know how important those figure types are to getting leads versus going randomly. And you did similar with Lasso, going to the union or the BC or thereabouts. And I guess you've already spoken about your numbers, and so it's not hard to mention that anymore. But this is a marketing one. I'll let the chairman go on with more detail.
Real time. You had some great customer feedback. You know, that was really nice. I didn't see too much customer feedback from Apex. I thought your presentation was boring and the layout was boring and stumbling or rambling. Apex, you said BVM was a stumbling block, but you got round that. Yes. Creativity. I like the free food offer because everyone loves free food. Whether you're a student with money or people like me without, still love food. I think you carried out very good challenges here. So I think you both deserve congratulations.
The board took their time to offer their candid business opinion and advice to both teams based on work done.
From going through here against your objectives, your figures, only one team has been truly successful in that complete area. So our understanding of the winner for this week. Will be real time.
And the reward for the winning team will be a visit to the beach during the weekend to unwind and have unlimited fun. Congratulations to the real-time teammates.
I need to ask your leader, your team leader, why you think you failed.
We had 179 people tick that they won the cards, but like, it's not the same as actually actualizing it. So we were on the path, but we just didn't get to the finishing line rather.
That was the big difference. You had a very exciting report, you had some really nice figures, but at the end of the day, when it boiled down to actual cards and accounts physically opened correctly, I'm afraid you weren't there. What we're going to be doing now is what we normally do at an event like this. You're going to nominate 4 weak links. 4 in your team that you think were the weakest. If you can't nominate someone in 45 seconds, you will go on that list.
And we didn't have any weak links, but I'm going to nominate Dayo, Neye, MM, and Eric.
I would nominate Neye, Eric, Dayomi, and MM.
And I nominate Nkechi, Neye, Eric, Dayomi.
I like to start with my own name. I like to say Nkechi, Neye, and Nuratu.
Eric, I'll be nominating Nunu, Nkechi, and I'll be nominating MM.
My name is Dayomi Paul. I respectfully decline to nominate any of my team members. I think we should have won, and I'll stand by that.
Say that again.
My name is Dayomi Paul. I respectfully decline to nominate any of my team members. I think we should have won, and I'll stand by that.
Dayomi, it's a dangerous thing that you have, that I see you exhibit every single time, thinking that you are always right. You want to be careful about that, right? And I would leave my comment at that. But you want to be careful when you think you are always right.
Now I'm going to ask you one more time to give me 4 names. Failure to give me 4 names, and I will ask you to leave the house. Please give me 4 names.
No, that's fine with me. If it's 4 names or I leave the house, I'll go home. I think you should respect my decision as I respect yours.
The judge, you're not a judge, you're a contestant.
No problem, sir.
Right, thank you. You are evicted.
Thank you.
What have I learned on the show so far? I think I've learned that I have a lot of value to offer. I thought so before. The show is kind of being a confirmation of that fact. I've learned that, I don't know. I've learned that I think competition is very often internal, trying to be better than who you were before. So that's something I'm going to take forward, and trying to also find people with complementary skill sets so they can cover your areas of weakness. Yeah.
We have decided in our own minds to be creative tonight. 4 of you will not go on the eviction list, 2 will. The 2 going on the list, Nenya, Eric, I hear it. Right, thank you. Guys, you've got a tough week ahead of you. So I wish you a productive week, a good week. I wish you the best. Right, thank you.
The next Titan Nigeria Season 9 is brought to you by headline sponsors Luno, in association with platinum sponsors Heritage Bank and Tingo Mobile. Gold sponsor IPNX, silver sponsors CFAX Group and Haven Homes. Supporting sponsors LifeMate, Arik Air, Nikki Towers, and May 27.
To all the Titans on probation, remember, when the going gets tough, only the tough get going. I am Stephanie Coker, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye.